Hello there, welcome back. Thanks for being here. So, in our previous lecture, we have understood theoretically how Karate can help us in terms of automating the front end UI. We understood that Karate internally uses Selenium, and we discussed about the features that it has with respect to the locators, with respect to the different methods it has, and also with respect to the way that it communicates to your browser. So right now, the thing that I'm displaying is Karate official documentation. So Karate is very renowned and popular for its documentation. So they have given a very elaborative description of each and every action. Even if you are a novice or a noob, no matter who you are really are, you can still read through this document and get things done by yourself. So understand that level of customization, that level of self-explanatory it is. So this is how the sample feature file looks like. They have just given one of the sample feature file of how to get started with UI automation. So like they do it for API as well. So the given driver, the URL that you wanted to navigate to, and input is the method. It works like a send keys in Selenium. So you have to specify the locator and the value that you wanted to feed. So it basically takes two parameters. And click is the function that you wanted to click. This is same as Selenium click, and wait for URL is just like waiting for an element. So here you have a special method to wait for a URL. It waits until that particular URL presents. And click is the same, but this time they have done with the wildcard locator that we've discussed. So we'll be doing a lecture to go through what wildcard locator is really about. And finally they were ending the test by putting some assertion. And if you come down a bit, you have index section, so where you can explore a lot. So how to read this particular documentation. So this documentation is a humongous documentation, so you can scroll, as long as you scroll you can see something is really present. So how do you get started? Like, how do you start reading this documentation in a better way? So you start focusing on the beginner part. Like if you wanted to start with the start section, so what is really there? Okay, Java and Maven quick start. So how to create a project, and then config, how to play with the driver configuration, how to add capabilities and all that. And then the concepts like how to work with shortkeys and how to do the chaining things and how to work with the file upload things. And if you wanted to learn how to identify the locators, just come down and see here. If you are interested in browser actions, just come down and concentrate on this piece of thing. And if you wanted to work with page related things, come here and actions. So the documentation is very brief, and it is very self-explanatory. So in this lecture, let us create a Maven project and start our very first script, and then see how it really works. And from there we go in incremental fashion and we learn things better. So let me go and create a Maven project. So click on file, new, and project. I think you guys would be in a decent position of how to create a Maven project. So I don't use the default location, so there I would like to have my project in here. Next, and I would like to use Maven quick start template, and then my group ID would be com.org.karate UI, which is my package name, and my project name is Karate UI practice. Yeah, so let me just keep this with a small case. Let me give finish. So I think Maven project would be creating by now. Let me just open and see where our pom.xml file is. This is our pom.xml file. So we know we should be adding the required dependencies now. So let me go to the Maven repository and search for Karate dependencies. So we should be having Karate Apache. Let me add all the required dependencies. So I would like to add 0.95, and then I will add it to the dependency section, and I'll just go back and then add Karate core, again the same version I would like to have. Just Control C and then add this dependency as well, and then you just go back and add JUnit 4 because that helps us to run our feature files. We can run with JUnit 5 as well. So we already understood the difference between JUnit 4 and JUnit 5. I have done a specific lecture in our API automation framework, so please do watch that lecture. So the only thing is that JUnit 5 will bring the control to a method level, and it uses the vanilla test, not the run with JUnit test. That's how you achieve parallel execution as well. And then see if there is any other dependency required. So Karate, JUnit, Apache Core and JUnit 4 we have added, and yeah, so that's it. So we are good enough. I think by now my system would have downloaded all the added dependencies to my local. Let me just go and see Maven dependencies section. So I think I have Karate, Apache and all that. Yeah, so this is how you usually create a project. So let us create a feature file. So we know that this is the package name, com.org.karate practice. So in this particular SRC test Java, so I would like to have class that is for that is to help ourselves by to run our feature files. So I would say this as a runner class. So I don't want public method at all, because I would run this particular class with the Karate options. So let's just add those dependencies. So run with this annotation that is coming from JUnit 4 JUnit. So control space just to identify. Just let me control space. I think I got it. So let me add JUnit 4. So now that package has been imported, and then I need to specify the run as Karate class, because that is how we should be running this thing, karate.class. And we have something called Karate options as well. So we have something called Karate options, so that we will add in a bit. And now I would create another file called feature file. So I will just create a file called ui.feature or sample.feature. So this is very introductory script. So I would like to just navigate to a browser and then show how to launch the browser and do a couple of actions. We'll try to send our keys, and then we'll also click on a radio button, and then we come back. So as we know that the first thing that we should start with is feature. So write something to demonstrate the UI automation using Karate is my feature. And then I would like to have a scenario. Scenario is so given like as how they written in the documentation part, exactly the same way I'm following. So given let me identify the site. So I have a practice Selenium site with me. So here you have some text boxes and radio buttons, check boxes, multi selectors and drop down. I feel this is simple and has all the different operations, so we can work with this particular website. Let me just put given URL, and then given URL, and then when. So instead of given a when, you can also use and, or you can also put star if you really not bother about what kind of a step it is. And let me just identify this particular element. So as I mentioned, let me try sending keys to this particular element. So let me identify. So this is the locator for that particular value. So let me just write an XPath very quickly. So this is enclosed in input tag, and at the rate the property is name equals to first name. Yeah, so I think we have successfully identified that element. So let me call input method. So input is the method that you basically use to identify send keys. So this is my locator, comma, value is I would send as Pradeep, and I would just click on the one of the radio buttons that are present. Just let me identify this female, because right now the male is checked. Let us verify if I can check that. So I have ID here, so let me write again. So I think it is the same input tag. So ID, instead of first name, I would just take this as a sex1 value. So now you see the checkbox has been identified. So I would just click on this value. Then let me put a basic assertion. So then match, I wanted to say driver dot title equals to, the title of this web form is practice-form. Practice-form. Let me just enclose this in a double quotes so that it will consider that as a string value. So let me save it. Let me just close this particular feature file and reopen to see all the errors were resolved. So let us just go through the documentation part again just to see our script is in line with that. So I think I need to put the driver keyword here. So given driver and the URL, and when input the value that we wanted to locate, and we are also sending some keys there, and click is the function to click on the element, and then we are trying to match the title with this practice-form. So let me close this file and let me run this as a Cucumber feature file. You can also run the runner class. So let's just see how the execution starts. So it should launch the browser Chrome, and it should navigate to that particular URL, and then it should fill the keys there, and then it should also check the checkbox. So it is trying to send still keys. Let us see what has happened. So there is a problem with this thing. So basically test script got failed. Let's understand what is the problem here. So let's just come back and verify. Just failed input get reply method, parameters, modifier and all. So let us see what is the problem there in that input method. So we have identified the keyword, and then we have specified it as well. And let me just add some delay here just to see if we can understand what's happening. I wanted to add, if you wanted to do some delay of 2 seconds, just add 2000 milliseconds. and there should be a space here, and just try to pass this value in a single quote to see if that makes a difference. Control Z. So let me run this again. Combo.feature file. Chrome started and it started entering. This time the value got passed. So basically guys, like sometimes like the single quote and double quote really makes sense. So delay is the function that you basically add to put some delay in there, and we also verified that this particular practice form is present. So this is the basic script guys. So moving forward, I'll explain you like how to open the browser in a different drive using different drivers by configuring thing into different ports, and also we'll see a lot of different actions, how to take screenshot and all. So I'll be adding lectures eventually. So in this particular video, just try to focus on creating the project by adding the dependency, and please make sure that you just wait for an element until that comes. So sometimes that might get failed, and this is how you just launch browser and do a simple action. So this is a basic script that I have for you. So moving forward, I'll be adding different actions as we have in Selenium, so that way we can improve our sanity. So thank you so much for listening me throughout. Please subscribe to this channel and like this video if you really felt that you have learned something great.